So we was wondering if, like, when and how did they invent this riding style of the sport?
Well, I just made it up.
I take all the credit, actually.
I'm taking full credit.
Interesting question, though.
Yeah. How? Okay, so if I had to guess, dirt bikes were invented. People just hopped on. Yeah. At what point? Where along the line did people figure out what was working and what wasn't?
I mean, there's a clear evolution of it, right?
Yeah.
Like if you go back and watch I don't know when Supercross started. How many years ago?
There's a drastic evolution, even if you just go back 10 years and then 10 years before that and 10 years before that. So it's changed this whole time. I think that it's more of a science and a little bit more. I bet you it will change less moving forward.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Do you think we're there?
No.
Or does it look different in 10 years?
No, I think it looks different, a little bit different somehow.
Okay.
I think everybody's riding with both feet on in 10 years. I think
that'll happen in 2 years. I think 2 to 5 years.
It takes a while for it to catch up. The problem is with everybody that's pro already, they're not really going, most of them are not really going to fix or change what they're doing. Think about even Jett. He's 18 years old. Let's face it, Jett's going to go his whole career putting his foot out, probably.
You're right.
And he's just beginning.
You're right.
Deegan would be the next generation below him. Deegan is learning both, but still very much foot out because that's what he was born doing.
Yeah.
You basically have to learn to do it almost from the beginning to get good at it. Or you have to have extreme patience, be willing to go slow for a long period of time. And then you can start. I ride with both feet on more than anybody, period. I'm not bragging about that. I'm just because I go slow to do it, but nobody rides with both feet on more than me. And I do that because I'm the one who teaches it. I feel like I have to do that.
I mean, I feel that pressure, and I don't teach anything. I'm just the video guy. But.
Well, thoughts?
All right.
Do you like riding with both feet on?
Well, wait, let's get back to the question.
But is that what we're talking about? Like
we're talking about how the sport was invented.
Here's always my biggest question, okay? About, like, the technique that we have today. How much of it is due to the bikes? Are we adapting to bikes getting better? Or are bikes getting better because we know how to ride them now? It's kind of interesting.
I think it happens
together
and different. Sometimes the bike will get better and then the people get better. Sometimes the people get better and the bike will raise to that.
I don't know, but does that have... I've asked you this question before. Like, do you think technique is different now because the bikes are so much better?
No, because I could hop on any bike. I could hop on a 1975 and I promise you the way I ride is more effective than what they were doing in 1975 on that bike.
Right.
Yeah. If anything, it works better for that bike than whatever the heck they were doing, Again, not to say I'm fast, but it's just the way that I ride is extremely effective.
Right, yeah, energy saving.
Yeah, you definitely can't argue that. I mean, the way that I ride is simple.
Yeah.
And it works on anything.
Yeah.
It'll change, but a little bit. I think the first big change in the next 10 years, you'll start to see more and more and more people go feet on. That will be the next big shift.
Yeah.
It's starting now, but this is just the beginning of that. Like my kid, if he decides to ride, they'll learn how to ride with both feet on from the beginning. So you got to imagine that generation that's just starting to ride now will be the first generation that there's some people that are starting to learn that from the beginning. That takes a while. And then 18 years until the pro? That's a long time out.
That's a long time. You're right.
Yeah.
No, I'll give you that.
And that's the argument I have to face all the time. Ride with the feet on. Oh, but I watch everybody on TV not do it. I'm like,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
But to be honest, there's a lot of things that you teach. Don't take this the wrong way. I'll go somewhere with it. There's a lot of things that you teach that just sound blatantly wrong.
Yeah, like how to case a jump.
How to case a jump sounds blatantly wrong until you do it, then it works. We rode whoops in the last YouTube video.
Yep.
Keep your head way over the front of the bike. I remember, where were we? Oh, we were at Daytona. Remember they had massive whoops at Daytona. I don't remember what year it was. And there were 17 of them. And they cut 2 of them off because everybody was crashing. And you were in a group with...
no, it was Atlanta Speedway.
Oh, it was Atlanta. You're right.
And I said, oh, just keep your head forward. And they're like, keep your head
no,
forward.
No, it was Entignap, all this. And I just, like, Adam Entignap goes, those are the biggest whoops I've ever seen. I'm going to lean back. Hey, oh, it was just so funny. That clip's on YouTube somewhere. But
yeah.
But it does work, right? Keeping your feet on. Your famous line, for me anyway, is like, oh, if you keep your feet on, it's way safer. And even me, I'm like, oh, gosh, it doesn't sound safer. But it is.
Yeah. Your boy doesn't lie. We tell truths over here.
I don't know. It's weird, right?
People catch on. The sport is very closed-minded. The sport is behind. It's just going to take a little bit. People are starting to figure it out.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's good. It's good for Moto Academy.
Yeah.
Because we got that leg up.
Honestly, I think what...
No pun intended, because feet are on. But we got that leg up.
I think the most interesting evolution of riding is riding on the balls of your feet. For me. Because the thought process is so easy. Well, I could just shift and brake and not move my feet. Yeah, it makes total sense.
And I guarantee you there was a person at one point in time that used that to say...
argument, yep.
Oh, well, you could get to the shifter and the brake lever quicker. If
Exactly.
you just leave your feet here, think about how fast you can get to and from. I guarantee you somebody taught it like that at one point or another.
So there's a rider, a very, very good rider, who's driving me crazy.
Oh,
Do you know who it is?
yeah.
With what? Feet?
He's
Yeah,
my
with
friend.
What?
I'm friends with him.
Well,
he ain't
Jay
your friend.
Coop is who I'm thinking of.
Who are
But
you
yeah,
thinking of?
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking of Justin.
yeah.
Oh,
Unreal,
yes, he does.
but his feet are just
Yeah.
like that.
And the reason, you know why he's still very, very good? There's one other big piece that he does very well that makes him get away with that.
I would like for you to tell me because I don't know.
Upper body.
Yeah.
Yeah, his upper body.
Same thing with Cooper Webb.
Yeah.
The reason they're good is because they have at least one of the two major things. Is either you have good upper body stability or you have extremely good footwork. So like Michael Mosman, somebody has really good footwork, but his upper body, his elbows are down.
Yeah.
He falls back and forth. So the reason I thought that Justin Cooper would be good at Redbud was because, especially if it was in the mud, is because in the mud you can kind of let your feet get sloppy. It's not the best thing to do, but your feet are going to get sloppy. He's very, very strong and stable here.
Yeah.
So that's where he gets away with it. But when you move up to the 450, you have to have the whole
package.
package.
He's so fast on that 250, dude.
Justin?
Yeah.
So who are you going to say?
Okay, so we were talking about this at class today. I at least noticed a lot of people, especially at classes and stuff, who, we go over balls of your feet, drop your heel. What they'll do is they'll ride on the arch and drop their heel, and then their toes are in the air.
Mm-hmm.
You know who does that? Eli Tomac. Drives me crazy.
Oh,
because
well, Tomac does some really unorthodox things that technically are wrong.
and they work, but again,
It
same
works
story.
because it's Eli Tomac. It doesn't
Right.
work, so you shouldn't adapt that. It's
Right.
just like Justin Barsha. Justin Barsha does things and rides a bike in a way that I wouldn't recommend people do. Tomac, even almost more so. Watch Tomac when he stands up through the corners. He stands up with his knees so far forward. Have you noticed that? That's not right. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Right.
And that's probably putting a lot of weight into his arms, which Tomac is known to get arm pump. But he is so fit and so incredibly strong and just so fast and
Yeah,
so
he's an
confident
anomaly.
that it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Is it more effective if he stood up through a corner the way that Chase Sexton stands up through a corner? Yeah, but it doesn't just,
yeah,
yeah.
it drives me nuts. It's like, just move your feet back, just a little bit.
Yeah, but you
I
know
know.
what?
I'm not
because
critiquing Eli Tomac. Please don't come after me. Okay,
Go after him. Go after him. Flip
I
it.
know. I get it.
The one argument I would use is if the person was crashing a lot, then you're like, all right, well, fix it.
Right.
But guess what? Barsha and Tomac, neither of them crash a lot.
Isn't
Very
that
true.
crazy?
Yeah.
How does Barsha not
Tomac
wad himself?
and Tomac almost never crashes, it seems.
No.
When's the last time you remember Tomac crashing?
he and Sexton.
Just at Washougal, yeah.
He almost never crashes.
No.
Yeah.
Tomac's
Gosh, he's good.
one of the he's one of the best ever. If
Obviously.
not, he might, in my opinion, be top 3. He's top 3. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun to watch.
Oh
But
my God, yeah.
just that one little thing, I'm just like, get your feet back. It
Yeah.
just drives me crazy.
Yeah, but
And-
of all people to not have to do it, and that would be him.
right. I'm not. Don't clip me, Jackson. Don't clip me. This is gonna be on Instagram. I can feel it. It's gonna be like,
boy.
cameraman Cam thinks Eli Tomac sucks. All right.
That's gonna get clipped too.
Oh
Yeah.
crap!
He's getting canceled. He's getting canceled.
The guys don't cancel me.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this clip and you want to watch full episodes of the podcast and send in video questions of your own, head over to club.themotoacademy.com.